Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a technique called the iris folding paper technique. I believe it originated from quilting with fabric, but we're going to use the same technique and use it on paper on our cards. Here's some samples that I did with the ornament and with a tree, and this in the inside is your technique. Today we're going to do the tree. Welcome everybody anyway. This is Sherry from Mother Daughter Stamping. Okay, first of all, with this one I'm taking what we had as a it's retired now, but I had already had it punched out and I really like this, so we're going to use that. We're going to use the tree stamp and just take it, center it in the middle, just center it up there and punch. Alright, this is what we're going to do the iris technique on. Now this is a great technique to use if you have a lot of scraps you want to use up. I just have a bunch of scraps that I have, and I have them cut in 1/4 inch widths, various lengths and stuff. I even have some designer series paper just to add a little texture or something a little different. Okay, all you need for this then is your scraps, your punched out card that you want to cover it with the technique, and glue. Okay, you're going to take these samples or these scraps, and I think I'm going to start this with this around the outside of the tree. So I'm just going to cut them at some different varying lengths. And I think possibly what I might do, so you can probably see this a little bit better, is remove this. Just do it right on here. I'm also going to pull in my silicone mat because we're working with glue. Nothing sticks to this, and make it a little easier to work with. So start out with your first one. Just take it, put 2 dots of glue on each end. You don't really need that much. And then it's easier for me to do it this way. The glue's on the right side that you want showing. And start on the top. Just like that. Go to your next one. It really goes pretty fast. It looks pretty complicated, but it really is very simple, and you don't really have to concentrate that much while you're doing it. I think it's kind of calming. I like it, relaxing. And even if you wanted to use this technique to do several Christmas cards, you'd be surprised really how quickly you could do it. You get all your strips cut and your bases ready to go. Do each step with several cards at a time, and you're good with a lot done. All right, just kind of play with it a little bit till you get it positioned the way you want. The other thing I want to do for the trunk, let's do that one before we get any further. Okay, so for this one, let's do the trunk on the back, just so we can get it placed right. Just like that. Just want to turn around on the other side so you can see what the back looks like. Not really a pretty sight, but you won't see that. The side you'll see is this. Yay! Looks good. Okay, I also, because there's so many scraps glued on top of each other, to make sure they don't come apart, I take some sticky strip and I just go all the way across. You could use whatever kind of tape you have. You can use Scotch tape even. Just to make sure everything stays put. Now, since we do have several layers here, we're going to have to put dimensionals on the outside, which are just these. Put them on your corners, here, maybe even some around. And you're going to pop it up on your card, which is what I did with this one. I don't know if you can tell, but they are popped up here on the side. I added a basket and a star in your sentiment, and you're good to go. On this particular one on the base, I used Gorgeous Grunge stamp set. You stamp it up. This. I used this particular one right here. Stamped it with Versamark and then used gold embossing powder and heated it, and it embossed, which makes this glossy gold splatter around the outside. I also took gold sponge gold all the way around the edge. Simple, really easy, fun technique. And don't forget the ornament too. I did the same thing, the same technique with this for an ornament. I even used, if you can see in here, it was a stamped cardstock. I think it was the wood grain stamp. I kind of like it. I used it up too because I thought you'd give it more dimension and design. It was pretty. I liked it. And this ornament was actually from the Framelits. It's a balloon, actually, and I just turned it upside down and made an ornament out of it. And then stamped it with evergreen around the card base, and you're done. It's fun. So try it out sometime. Let me know what you think. Bye.